So,
Well,
how about that Super Bowl?
yeah,
Very super.
finally has come. The Super Bowl has ended. Finally. After all the hype, all the drama, some laughs, some cries, we have the Super Bowl.
But are we happy with the winner?
I know you guys aren't.
No. Nope.
I'm
Well,
not,
I know
yeah.
Alex isn't, definitely.
Yeah, I'm like, I preferred the 49ers to win, but I honestly didn't really care overall, like, who won. I mean, I prefer the 49ers, but the Chiefs, I mean, they're a good team. I'll give credit where credit's due.
It's just, I think they're turning into the Patriots.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't like them winning, but I think I'm more soft on them as you are, but I'm still don't like the team, but I didn't really care who won either way.
Fair enough.
It was a good game though.
No,
Close
it
for a lot
was.
of it. What were some of your takeaways, Alex?
San Francisco played good, but their coach shit his pants like he did when he was the OC of the Falcons and they played the Patriots.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I
yeah,
think happened.
he's a pretty big choke artist, I would say. Kyle Shanahan.
Yes.
Man, if he's gonna keep shitting his pants, he should wear a diaper.
It's true. I forgot Alex. His father coached the Broncos with John Elway.
Yes, that's right.
I learned that from my uncle yesterday because I forgot about that. They would have been the first father-son duo to win a Super Bowl. I think in any sport, they would have been the first father-son duo to win a championship.
Yes, they would have been the first. But there were a few things that pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
So Travis Kelce got all up in Andy Reid's face. And he was like pushing him and shit.
Oh yeah,
And
what'd you think of that? That was crazy.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's like me pushing my boss.
Exactly. And then I remember seeing people saying like Gronk would have never done this to Bill because if he did, he would have been cut at halftime.
Exactly. And then did you hear what he said after the fact? He's like, what Andy Reid said after the fact?
I did not. Do you remember what he said?
He said something like, "Oh, he said something like, "Oh, well, it's okay. He keeps me young."
Okay.
And then Travis Kelce was like, "Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry for doing that." It's like, "No, you're not, because it was on camera. That's why you're sorry."
Exactly.
I wonder if people are going to be like, "Oh, he's too much of a hothead for Taylor Swift."
Oh God, I hope not.
They showed her quite a bit yesterday, which we'll get to later.
More than I wanted. We'll go with that.
At least they didn't talk about her too much.
Yeah, I don't think they really talked about her, but it was still annoying.
Oh
But
yeah, definitely.
we are going to be talking about her in a bit.
So we'll save that.
Yeah, so yeah, for you listeners, I got a whole script. I'm going to be reading off it. It's 4 pages long. But hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Yes.
I watched the second half of the game. I watched it as the SpongeBob Bikini Bottom broadcast.
Oh yeah, talk about that a little bit.
So that was interesting. So I don't know how they did it. I assume they had Tom Kenny and the voice of Patrick Starr. His name's escaping me. Oh, Bill
Biggerbeak?
Fadgerbeak.
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like they had both of them live, and they just put like a CG or a 3D SpongeBob and Patrick like commentating the game. It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I've heard that was they did that pretty well, and they had like Dora the Explorer explaining penalties.
Yeah, she was explaining penalties. Pretty funny.
But then they made like Patrick Mahomes into a pirate.
And then they like every time a field something was scored, they did slime.
Oh, I caught this. So it was like when the game started, the 49ers fumbled, and then it cut to like Patrick Starr saying firmly grasp it.
Oh yeah.
Firmly grasp it in your
Firmly-
hand.
In your hand. Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were doing. They also did SpongeBob. I forget what the context was, but he was starting to sing the "Best Time to Wear a Striped Sweater" song.
I
It's all
didn't
all
catch
the
that.
time.
It's all the time.
Yeah. One with a collar.
Turtleneck.
Turtleneck.
That's the
guy.
Because
Because they're wearing
that one
special
special
sweater.
sweater.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, how would SpongeBob and Patrick do this? But I think they did pretty good with that.
Yeah, no, they did, and it was kind of cool for like the kids that don't know like all the rules of football. They were like showing them the like they were saying the like all the rules and stuff, and like what the penalties meant. So it was good to like kind of teach the kids about the sport, you know.
The other thing they did is like celebrities that were at the game, they like, or even if they weren't, they made them like it. If they were like background characters from SpongeBob and like gave them like funny names.
And they did that with some celebrities too. Like they did like funny celebrity names for like they did these fish. So it'd be like Olivia Rodrigo.
Billie Eilish.
Yes.
I know was one of them. I saw that
Another one was
online.
LeBron James.
And one was like Gwen Stefan fish.
Like, here's
It's not
the thing.
even clever. That's
I'm sure that SpongeBob and Patrick were better than Tony Romo.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to watch that when I got home for
That's
my
a
family
takeaway
party.
I have is like Tony Romo was like before the game went into overtime, he's like, this is still so much time for the Kansas City Chiefs. There's a lot of time left.
Oh, I can't even imagine how he was during the overtime.
Oh, he was a pain in the ass for
I kept the
sure.
SpongeBob cast on.
Oh,
And I
that's
remember
another thing.
Yeah.
That went on forever.
Yeah, that must be the longest Super Bowl, right? Longer than the Falcons Patriots, because that one ended like in 5 minutes.
Yes, because there's this new overtime rule that states that both teams have to have the ball. Because if it was some stupid thing where the Bills lost to the Chiefs like a few years ago, and they like were crying that they didn't get an opportunity to have the ball. So now the overtime rules are different in the playoffs, but they're confusing. So I'm not really.
Yeah,
gonna
I feel
go
like
over
they. And then
that.
did they say, Alex, the 49ers didn't understand the overtime rules?
Yeah, no, because they were confusing. So I understand why they.
Because I know they changed. My sister read that they changed it like for the playoffs. Like I think you just said that, but
Yeah, just not the regular season.
yeah, no, not the regular season, but the playoffs.
Oh, and then in the broadcast, they heard SpongeBob roasting Leonardo DiCaprio.
5.
Oh yeah.
Something about 25. 25. That's his dating history.
I know something. Another thing was with Travis Kelce. It was like Taylor Swift's boyfriend. That was his job.
One. Okay, I don't know if this is real, but it said Pearl Krabs was born into Scientology.
Pearl crabs. Oh, God.
But
how about oh, is there anything else you wanted to say about the game?
not really. I mean, it was pretty much what I expected. Them winning at the last minute.
I guess my final thought was I was kind of surprised how, like, I feel like they both teams didn't really start scoring till like the very end of the game where they finally got into it.
Apparently, this was showed on the Nick broadcast. Just Gibby from iCarly on the sideline.
Gibby!
Hey.
Gibby! Yeah.
But yeah, I
Got
expect
a
the
new
Chiefs to win.
job.
I don't think the Chiefs will win anymore, but let's hopefully they don't win anymore.
They'll probably be back next year. I have a feeling, but we'll see.
It's funny because they weren't even that good this year to make the Super Bowl, but
No. But I'm not gonna get into the refs because that's just gonna take too long.
right, there was all I'll just say there was a lot of penalties at the beginning, and then like there wasn't any at the end.
Yeah, they were like all on San Francisco, which was, So I think I think the Chiefs got lucky, just like they did last year.
Mm-hmm. I think so
But
too.
one thing I will point out is that this is the first time in like almost 20 years that there's been a repeat Super Bowl champion.
And what was the last one, Alex?
The Patriots.
Yep. So they broke a Patriots record.
God damn it, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, one other thing, last thing about the game. What do you think? There was there were two records broken. Do you remember what those were?
Yeah, field goals.
Yeah, the field goal. So they broke the record for a field goal. Was it 55 yards? And then somebody else broke the record again, like
A few minutes
a few
later.
minutes later, 57 yards.
Yep.
That's pretty far field goal.
Yeah, both I've just seen a post where it said Taylor Swift screen time was 54 seconds.
Total.
Yeah, but it felt longer than that.
Anyway, how about the ads?
Oh yes, let's talk about the ads.
So there's
All right.
Dunkin' Donuts one with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Tom Brady.
I think a lot of people agree that was the best one.
It was.
Matt, did you catch any of the other ads like after the Super Bowl?
No, I should catch up on them. I want to look up to see if there's a YouTube video compilation of just all of the ads. But I do know there's one that I really like that premiered before the Super Bowl that I really want to talk about because it's so strange. It's so weird.
Is it like a trailer?
It's the Super Bowl ad for Paramount Plus.
Oh
yes.
my god, where they fucking throw Hey Arnold.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's
yes, with Hey Arnold.
All right, so listeners, so apparently Paramount Plus, a streaming service which has the ability to do ads for during the Super Bowl, even though I don't think they're currently as big as like Netflix and Apple TV.
They're really not, but yeah.
They're like on the level of like maybe Peacock, maybe.
Yeah, so they're growing. They're growers, not showers, but they do have a lot of shows on it. And they have this like whole like ad campaign that's a storyline where all of the I think they did it for another Super Bowl. I think they had another one. Didn't that have like
Oh yeah, probably the last time CBS aired the Super Bowl. That was probably the last time.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. And I think 3 years ago is when Paramount Plus launched. So that would make sense.
Didn't I I think they had like another one. Hold on. I'm just going to, before I go on, I'm going to quickly make sure.
Oh, yeah, but either way, there was a lot of shit going on in this ad.
Yes, okay. So you remember the I think it was for Paramount Plus, the one where Keegan Michael Key was he played the Mr. Garvey.
Oh, yeah.
From Key and Peele.
Key and Peele, yep.
And was doing all of the did the shtick of the names wrong for all the other Paramount Plus characters that they have on their streaming service.
Yes.
So, but now we have this whole storyline of them on Paramount Mountain. All of these people, from Patrick Stewart, we got Drew Barrymore, we got Dolphins quarterback whose name I am definitely going to not
Just
say
say
correctly.
Tua.
Tua. And then they're like, we have to get up the mountain. And the most logical thing would be to tie a rope around Hey Arnold and
Right.
and have Tua throw him like a football because he has a football head, as you know, as he does.
But no, it gets better.
I like that Drew Barrymore was like, you can't throw a child. And Patrick Stewart is like, shut your face.
He's like, shut your face, Barrymore.
And he's wearing like the classic football outfit.
Yeah,
Oh,
first I was
yeah.
like, is he wearing a rugby outfit? Because I remember that's how they looked in like
Oh,
like,
yeah. Yep. Like the that old classic sports uniform with the leather helmet and the whole get up, right?
back in the day before Alex the NFL existed.
Yeah, and he throws him, and Creed is playing. They're singing Higher, and Patrick Stewart joins along. He's like, I just threw him higher. And then of course Arnold just stops short of being at the top of the mountain.
Yes.
And then they were like, we need something made of pigskin, and then Peppa Pig's there.
I
definitely advocate throwing Peppa Pig.
Oh yeah,
100%.
we all do.
The only thing I don't understand is Knuckles was there. Knuckles can climb up walls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
but
what the
either
heck?
way, there was like so much stuff going on in that.
Yeah, it's. I want to disseminate that. like it's like a shit tier meme that you'd see online, like on Reddit or something like that. It's so wild. It's like all of these cultural things just combined, like Reno 911, Star Trek, Hey Arnold, Halo, Sonic. You know, it's like all.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
anyway, and then Patrick Stewart.
I like that one.
Patrick Stewart throws Hey Arnold, and then
and then a meme format is born.
Yeah, I've seen so there were some movie trailers yesterday too.
Oh yeah, was our predictions correct? Did we get some of them correct?
I don't remember, but
we'll have to cross-reference that.
Zack said said they would show one for Knuckles.
And they did. They showed one for Knuckles.
They showed one for the Knuckles TV show. Okay.
I believe we said the Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. They showed that.
They showed a new trailer, right?
They showed a new trailer, yep. We were right about Deadpool 3, which has a new title now.
Which one do you guys like better, Wolverine and Asshole or Deadpool and Wolverine?
Wolverine and Asshole. Definitely.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, because Hugh Jackman was like, there, I fixed it. They showed one for the musical for the Ariana Grande version of Wicked.
Wicked Part 1.
Oh, it's a 2-part movie?
It's a 2-part movie.
But they're keeping that hidden.
Oh, sorry.
No,
So
it's pretty
just
much common
Wicked.
knowledge. Just
How
Wicked.
how long is the musical for it to be split up into 2 parts?
It's not.
Probably pretty long.
I've seen the musical. It was the first musical I ever saw, and it's about like almost 3 hours. But
Okay.
there's versions of it where it's like I think I've seen where I think it's like around 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Then there is no reason for it to be split up into
So
2
there's no
movies.
reason because they've
There's
done musicals. I
no
mean, Matt, you and I saw West Side Story, and that was like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, and that has an ending.
Yes. This I don't know what if they're gonna add new songs, new characters.
Another one I saw on Twitter, it said they were going to show one for A Quiet Place Day 1, and I don't think they did.
I think they might have showed it Alex before the game.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch the pregame, so I must have missed that.
Yeah, it's funny because I missed the Paramount Plus ad, but then they showed it again, like I think in like the fourth quarter.
Did they show one for Furiosa?
I don't believe so.
No, I don't think they did.
Did they show a new trailer for Bob Marley year one? For Bob Marley One Love?
They did.
I don't think. Oh, they did. I was like,
or it was
well,
the trailer
no, because
that's
it
already
comes
been
out in
out
2
there.
days. I didn't know. I didn't know if they would.
I remember we joked about that the last episode that they would show that again.
Did they show an Argyle trailer? But it was like, please watch the movie. Please. We need people to see the movie. We want it to be a franchise, please.
Which it doesn't
Zach,
look like
and
it
then
will be.
here's one, Imaginary Friends. They showed that.
Oh, yeah, they did. They showed Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes, they did. But I think, if I might be wrong, but I think Imaginary Friends is why John Krasinski is not directing A Quiet Place Day 1, but he is still involved with the movie. So,
well, maybe he'll just do part 3, which I'm
maybe
assuming he'll do, considering the fact that Quiet Place 2 ended on a bit of a
interesting note.
I wouldn't say cliffhanger, but it left you thinking like something's gonna happen next.
But this one that's coming out over the summer, it's a prequel, so it's basically the first scene of the second movie longer.
Yeah, someone saw the first scene in the second movie and was like, let's make that a movie.
Yes.
To be fair, that was the best part of the second movie.
No, it was.
See all that. So I feel like that should have been at the beginning of the first movie.
I know it should have. But I wonder if Michael Bay is still producing the prequel.
Well, then I guess it could have ruined like the whole
like what happened,
whole gimmick of
that's
the
true.
first movie and the sort of mystery of the whole thing. So,
and I say Michael Bay because he was a producer for the first 2. Let's see, producers. We got John Krasinski, Brad Fuller, Andrew Form, Vicky D. Rock, and yes, Michael Bay.
Oh, go ahead.
And Krasinski still wrote it, so yes. But you were saying?
I was saying that I think. What do you think how year one's going to be?
Year one.
Year one?
Not year. You know what I mean?
You mean day one?
Day one. Sorry, edit that out. Sorry.
Don't worry. I accidentally called something year one too.
All right, there we go. So now it's up to Alex if he'll mess it up at some point.
It depends. I think it could be good, but I guess we'll see how it is with a different director this time.
Oh yeah, true. They also
And I don't
showed-
think,
Oh, go ahead.
and Emily Blunt is not in it, I don't think. So
No, but she's
that
in another trailer for a movie, which I was just going to talk about.
Oh, there we go.
go on.
Segue.
Good segue there. The Fall Guy.
Oh yeah, I saw something dumb where it was like Ryan Gosling crying to Taylor Swift.
It's gonna be a
Barbenheimer
Taylor
has
Swift-
reunited.
This is gonna be a Taylor Swift packed episode, isn't it? Oh no.
Oh no, it's about to be the thumbnail.
It might be.
And
Anyhow.
Yeah, that movie
so
I don't know.
I feel like they're not sticking to the source material. This video game adaptation. I don't like it. That was a joke. It was like Fall Guys, the game.
Fall Guys. Yes, no, I
Oh.
got it. I got it.
No, that
Yeah,
went over
no,
my
like-
head for a minute.
Honestly, that would probably would have made it better. That would have made a better movie, honestly, Matt, if they went with
I
they
don't
went
know
with
what
more faithful adaptation.
I don't know what you would. I don't know what you'd do with a movie based off that game. That's
Because
like
they don't talk. They just make noise.
they don't talk. It's just like a kind of like a I don't know. It's a random game. You just gotta. It's an elimination game. It's not like a story.
Yes, no, I played a little bit of it. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it's like a murder mystery action thriller about filmmaking.
Yeah, that's what I got from that.
I don't know. It might be good. It might not. It's kind of one of those movies that I'll wait and see if people like it. And if not,
exactly.
then I won't see it. You know,
Mhm.
Well,
it's not. It's not one of those ones where I look at it and I'm like, this is shit, or this looks interesting. I'll probably see it. You know,
So you're neutral.
I'm very neutral.
So the thing is the movie was supposed to come out in March, but now it's coming out in May. So wonder why that is.
I don't know. May is a prime month for like a blockbuster action kind of film.
Maybe I don't
I
know.
mean,
Maybe
yeah.
as it speak is Ghostbusters and Godzilla X Kong, or those maybe are coming out in March.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about those.
And Dune.
And
That's
Dune. So
right.
you got 3 heavy hitters that month. So
Oh yeah,
That's
that was
probably
supposed to
why.
come out the same day as Dune, so I could see why now.
we also
What
had a
other-
trailer for Twisters. Oh, go ahead, Alex.
Oh yeah, that I was just gonna say what other trailers were there? Yeah, Twisters. That is that a direct sequel to that one from the 90s?
Yes.
Do they
Okay.
have recurring characters, returning characters?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't think there's any returning characters unless they're keeping it for a surprise cameo.
So it's just oh my gosh, there's more Twisters.
Yeah.
I love how it's just called Twister, but with an S added at the end of it.
It's
You
like
think that was-
Aliens started
you think
out in
that
the
was-
80s.
You think that was the pitch? Someone just wrote Twister and then just put in the S, and then everyone in the board meeting clapped.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Probably.
No, and then they put a $sign through it, and then everyone clapped.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah, just a line through the S, and then everyone clapped.
It's funny. I didn't know it's directed by the guy who directed Minari.
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about now. Yeah, that should be.
It's so
I
weird.
don't know how to feel. No, it's just like those kinds of movies. They're all the same. So I guess we'll just see how it is.
Yeah, we'll see.
I wonder if there'll be another cow in a tornado again, or they'll have 2 cows this time because it's Twisters.
Oh, there'll be one in each Twister. Oh, what if the Twister combines into the 2 Twisters combine into one big Twister?
Oh man, Gives me chills thinking about it. I think that was pretty much it for the trailers. I mean, maybe there might have been a trailer for Despicable Me 4. I didn't see it.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, they had a thing like where they made fun of AI art, which I thought was
Oh, yeah. That was their thing for Despicable Me 4.
I saw it online, and I'm like, that's pretty funny. They made fun of it.
But
like all the minions were laughing at people with 3 limbs and big hands with 50 fingers on it.
I usually talk shit about this, but I might actually see that because Will Ferrell is voicing the villain in this one.
Of course, you have no choice but to see it.
Exactly.
You're like legally obligated. You have found you found the one actor that you've signed a deal with to see all of their movies for the rest of your life. And that is
Sandler, I think. But yes, you are correct.
You want to see? Have you seen every Adam Sandler film?
I have not. I don't think I've seen.
Have you seen Going Overboard?
I did in high school, but I turned it off because it was so stupid.
I forgot about that movie. Actually,
wasn't it like his very first movie before?
It's his very first and one of his lowest rated.
So that movie must have been before he was on SNL. Then
it was like 89.
Oh so, yeah, before SNL.
Yeah, because he wasn't on SNL until what, the 90s?
Yeah, like 1990, 91.
But yeah, Despicable Me 4, it's probably going to be bad, but you never know.
What could be good is another trailer they showed, Inside Out 2. I think it was a new trailer.
I don't know if it was new, but that is a movie I'm definitely looking forward to. And that
right, or they showed more footage.
That's why I'm not watching Inside Out before I go to Florida. We will get into that later. But yeah, I think that was all the trailers that were notable, at least.
So I think we predicted pretty much a lot of them. I mean, some we missed. I don't think we said Wicked or Twisters.
No, because I forgot those movies were even... I didn't even know those movies were things when we did this last week's. Or 2 weeks ago, excuse me. Should we talk about Taylor Swift now?
Oh, wait, what about the halftime show?
Oh, that wasn't bad. Better than last year, I think.
Yeah, Usher was pretty good. I feel like it was kind of slow at the beginning, but then I feel like he got better towards the end.
I remember watching the halftime show last year when it was Rihanna, and the NFL Twitter account would not stop tweeting about it. And I don't think they tweeted about it this year.
Oh, they didn't tweet about Usher?
Well, no, I think they saw my tweet last year. I was like, please fucking stop. And they did, probably.
They saw Alex's tweet, and they're like,
they saw
Alex said it, so we have to stop.
Well, no, because like they just tweeted like last year. They just tweet, "Bitch, better have my money," and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god, delete this!" And they didn't.
You did the Hillary Clinton delete your account the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but delete your account exactly. Oh man.
You want me to get into my thing?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
please.
Go ahead, Matt.
Okay, so now there's a lot in here that is like very general. So even if we didn't talk about the Super Bowl, is that people could get into this and they like anyway.
For people that don't care about the game as much, I think.
Yeah. This is a story about celebrity, sports, politics, the idea of social engineering, in the state of American brain rot today.
I like it where we're going with this.
Taylor Swift is currently, without a doubt, the most popular celebrity, if not the most popular musician in the world right now. She was named Time Person of the Year. She currently won Best Album of the Year at the Grammys for her latest album, Midnights. and just came off a successful tour and tour documentary. This has definitely helped her elevate her popularity over musicians like Drake, who has said of her, quote, "Taylor Swift, the only N-word I ever rated. Only one make me drop the album just a little later," which I can only assume is Drake giving Taylor the N-word pass. Congratulations, Taylor. Use it wisely. But anyway, this is a little overview, which is meant to sort of highlight the immense success of her from the country pop singer singing love songs over a decade and a half ago to the stadium-selling pop star she is now, which is why I want to address how this relates to everyone's favorite topic, politics, but in particular, conspiracies. The basic gist of the story is that conservatives are mad at Taylor Swift. And here's why. Miss Swift is not the most political celebrity, but she has made political statements and endorsements in the past. She broke from the sort of her apolitical streak in 2018 when she endorsed Phil Bredesen for Senate and was an outspoken opponent of Marsha Blackburn, a Trump conservative who was running for Senate in the state of Tennessee, which I believe is her home state. If I'm
yeah, that sounds right.
She was born in Pennsylvania, but yeah, then that became her home state.
And then she moved to Tennessee. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so she has stated mostly liberal positions, critiquing racism, white supremacy, as well as being an advocate for LGBT rights. And in 2020, she endorsed Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., little-known candidate for president.
Right.
I didn't know she endorsed him. That's news to me, actually. I must have missed that.
And it's believed that her Instagram post encouraging to vote has led to 35,000 new voter registrations that year.
Nice.
All of this is why Democrats are currently trying to appeal to her, vying with the millions of dollars for help in Biden's current re-election campaign, aka the Taylor Swift strategy. And now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Taylor Swift is dating someone. Shock. That someone being the current tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce. Now, you probably know that if you've been following this latest season of football, or if you've been following Alex's Twitter feed. Of course, the NFL will post Taylor, who is present at her boyfriend's games, usually to mind the attention to get more eyes viewing and inevitably more money. And that will also inevitably lead to Alex quote tweeting Taylor NFL moments with apathetic gifs from The Office. Now, the basic sorry, I had to roast you a little bit, Alex.
No, that's fine.
The basic idea for the reason why conservatives hate Taylor and Travis is that they are popular and possibly liberal, and they're going to endorse Democrats and Joe Biden for re-election. And their popularity will bring in more young voters, which tend to vote more towards the Democrats, but usually have a lower turnout. So if they get more people to the polls, that'll mean more votes for the Democrats. Basic gist. I mean, in a recent poll found that a fifth of voters would be likely to back a candidate if endorsed by Swift. But there is more to that. This story goes right into cuckoo land. So, conservatives are claiming that Biden, Swift, Kelce, and the Democrats are using Swift and Kelce's popularity and the then upcoming Super Bowl to manipulate voters into voting for Biden. Now, I'm not talking about I'm endorsing this politician kind of way. I'm talking about this is a secret years-long government conspiracy to take down Donald Trump kind of way.
Right.
It leads into the idea that the Chiefs' win at this year's Super Bowl was staged or rigged in order to lead to this psyop. I mean, think about it. What was the Super Bowl lineup in 2020?
The 49ers and Chiefs.
And who won?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Who was running for president that year?
Biden and Trump.
And who won?
Biden.
You see what I mean? It's a pattern. It's all evidence. We're staring at the corkboard of the universe. We see the red string. It's going from a picture of NATO and the Pentagon to Taylor Swift to Biden to the New World Order, I guess. Do you think I'm making this up or editorializing? Maybe. But here's someone who did have something to say about this. Came into this conspiracy. Failed Republican presidential candidate and future writer with a book tour, Vivek Ramaswamy, tweeted, I wonder who's going to win the Super Bowl next month. And I wonder if there's a major presidential endorsement coming from a artificially, culturally propped up couple this fall. It's kind of wordy. But I'm guessing he is.
Yes, that is wordy. He should have proofread that.
I'm guessing he's tacitly endorsing this conspiracy theory and not just being a gossipy bitch. Because you think they're not made for each other? They're definitely made for each other. She's Sagittarius and he's a liberal. A Libra. They go together perfectly. Anyway. There are people in the right-wing political sphere who are eating this up. But really, these are people who are just using Taylor's name and celebrity the same way that the NFL is doing for clicks, ratings, and attention. But it's all wrapped up in this conspiracy culture that seems to have ruled the right wing and become the dominant aspect of their nomenclature since the presidency of Donald Trump, in particular with conspiracies like QAnon, Stop the Steal, and the prevalence of anti-vax during the COVID pandemic. Hell, have you seen that Travis Kelce promoted Pfizer? Coincidence?
I think not.
I think not.
Well, all this anti-Swift rhetoric will also lead to a backlash. The Swifties will fight back, and they'll fight you. They have their lead-filled Stanley Cups in hand, and they are ready to defend their queen. This backlash will also, get attention from people who will make articles, check out what these lunatics think, and it'll just become a vicious cycle. I mean, I'm doing that same thing right now. Fucking sigh. Hell, even after the Chiefs won, Biden's Twitter account tweeted a snide remark about how the win was all planned, and he had a picture of Dark Brandon.
Yeah, Dark Brandon with red eyes. I saw that.
Yes.
So he's in on this.
Hillary said, what did Hillary say? I forget what she said. I know she tweeted something last night, too. No, not you.
Oh, we're getting live updates, folks.
Live updates.
Oh, she said, congratulations to Taylor's boyfriend.
Oh, sorry. I'm joking on water. It's deep state. They don't want me to tell the truth. We could also get into why people tend to believe in conspiracy theories, whether it's polarization, fear from being disenfranchised, formation and entrapment into echo chambers created by social media and a lack of media literacy, all to divert from people's own socioeconomic problems that is hoisted upon them by higher powers. But we could go into that, but let's go into the batshit crazy stuff because that's more fun. We move over to OAN, the One America News, which is basically the conspiracy news channel. They're a pro-Trump news channel that spread fake news, whether it's about Seth Rich, COVID, denialism, Syrian chemical attacks, so on and so forth. They'll only retract these conspiracy theories once it hits their bottom line, like it did when they were sued by Dominion Voting. But anyway, here we have Allison Steinberg, who goes on an unhinged rant about the celebrity couple, NFL, and even the sport itself. She started her segment ranting about Taylor Swift, her popularity and liberal tendencies. And it throws in classic anti-Semitic nugget about George Soros, implying that he controls her because him, the Carlyle Group, and other private equity firms own her masters, which Swift has criticized herself. But Allison lives in La La Land, as we'll see. Now, I'll read from her monologue, all right? So don't take me out of context.
You won't.
America's pop star sweetheart joins forces with the top dog in the NFL, playing for the team that's going to the Super Bowl. I mean, let's be real here. This is bread and circuses on steroid. Major League Sports, in and of itself, is nothing but a psyop. Get kids plugged into the cycle of public indoctrination camps, playing sports for the schools and going to games. Many end up devoting their entire childhood to competing in various sports, only to be cut from the team, at which point they become brainwashed into supporting professional teams because they know their dream of becoming a pro athlete will probably never happen. So then they become obsessed with a grown man who gets paid millions of dollars every year to throw a ball around while promoting poison death shots and child slave labor through various brand deals and endorsements. So sad. Just imagine for a moment that if people were as dedicated to Jesus as they were professional sports, I think the country would look pretty different if that were the case. But sadly, as we know, it's not.
Right.
It's so wild how this rant started with a conspiracy theory about Taylor Swift and the Democrats into conspiracy that all sports are a psyop to basically keep you from the light of God. It's hysterical. And she continues. And perhaps that's why we're witnessing the crumbling and degradation of our once great nation. Instead, all we seem to care about are the celebrities and athletes propped up by the Hollywood elites in this ongoing theater. This fake, carefully crafted show about the masses have been hypnotized by and can't seem to turn it off. I also love how these people absolutely despise celebrities, touting liberal or, God forbid, leftist point of views and scoffing them. But they will immediately take in any celebrity that endorses right-wing beliefs. I mean, think about it. John Voight, Ted Nugent, Clint Eastwood, although he's more libertarian, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Scott Baio. Hell, they even elected 2 actors to be president, Ronald Reagan and their current poster boy and 2-time Razzie winner, Donald Trump. Her fear-mongering rant continues. The question is, with wide open borders and millions of illegals pouring in daily, the stealing at the ballot boxes and censoring conservative news, and Republican incumbents being removed from the ballots and financing Nikki Haley and so on, why do the powers that be need this dynamic duo to sway the vote? I don't know. You ask me. Don't they have enough dirty tricks up their sleeve as it is? Think about it. If Taylor Swift is really owned by Soros, we might have this rare chance to unite against him, using Taylor Swift as the Trojan horse instead of pushing the alphabet mafia and the murdering of babies. She means queer people and abortion rights. To her fans, she should be warning about the dangers of the corrupt elites. This bitch is so dumb.
Wait, what's her name again?
Her name is Allison Steinberg.
Damn it.
Yes. So all of this is just an amalgamation of current conservative talking points. Maybe this whole conspiracy is a mix of classic misogyny about how liberal celebrity aesthetics doesn't match with conservative Christians' way of female living. You know, it was Eve who bit the apple and brought evil onto the world. But I think this whole conspiracy says something about the state of the Republican Party. It's all cope. Voters are
Yes.
trending towards more liberal opinions, as polls are showing, like on things like abortion and queer acceptance, and among other issues. That it's now that it's no wonder that these people like fear monger about the youth now becoming a more reliable voting bloc.
Mm.
And if the Democrats wants Swift to endorse Biden, which she hasn't right now, they better do it quick. Biden has currently a 38% approval rating and is currently unfavorable amongst youth due to his current stance on aid to Israel. So things aren't looking good for old Joe, both politically and, let's be honest, physically as well.
Right.
And Donald Trump is, well, I don't think the 91 criminal charges are going to help him either. And I don't think his chances of getting Taylor Swift's endorsement is going to help him either. Trump claimed on Truth Social that there's no way Swift could endorse Biden, arguing his administration signed the Music Modernization Act into law for Swift and other musicians, adding that Biden didn't do anything for Taylor and never will.
Oh yeah, Alex sent me this yesterday.
Yes. And I was like, it's so nuts. And he's like, besides that, I like her boyfriend Travis, even though he may be a liberal and probably can't stand me.
So, what we have here is a geriatric rematch for who will be president, and no one likes them, and everything's going to shit, and the winner, to be possibly decided by a pop star? Let's take it back. Remember that 2018 election for senator that I mentioned earlier about how Taylor Swift criticized Marsha Blackburn? Well, Marsha Blackburn won and is currently the senator for the state of Tennessee. Well, I guess she might not have too much power to sway elections. Either way, while the world burns, you can listen to Taylor's upcoming album, The Tortured Poets Department, coming out on April 19th. It's got songs like Fortnite featuring Post Malone and a song called The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. I'm guessing that song's about Matty Healy. And that's the end of my segment.
Post Malone, that should be good.
Nice. That was good, Matt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yes, I don't have anything to add to that. That was perfect.
Yeah, I don't think I can say anything that would top that. I'll just say that I agree that about the conspiracy, and it's crazy how it makes you think about why people do conspiracies.
My favorite conspiracy, before I get into my thing, California wildfires were started by Jewish space lasers.
Oh yeah, the thing that what's her name? The crazy
Marjorie
bitch.
Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. The thing that Marjorie Taylor Greene said, that was so funny. It like came out of nowhere. Like a bat out of hell.
I remember there was this fucking thing where she's like in the gym where she's like fucking going nuts and like, this is how I'll fire Fauci.
Oh yeah, her fucking reps look where she's like a monkey.
Yeah.
She's flailing her leg around. I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to do it. I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to do it.
So before I get into my thing, I'm gonna share one little tidbit about Dakota Johnson.
Oh, all right.
And it has to do with the show that I'm watching right now, which is The Office. Thought I would watch, a show I've seen already before I go on my vacation.
Shocker.
But so Dakota Johnson, Madam Web coming out in an interview she did, for it. She says that the Office finale was the worst time of her life.
Ooh.
Because A, she got pissed that she was on set for 2 weeks and wasn't a significant character. One, they would not develop a significant character in the series finale.
That's just a rule for any show.
2, you were in 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know how The Office would be worse than that.
Yeah, the multi-Razzie winning series.
But I just thought it was interesting that she said that because it's like I think anyone would have killed to be on that show. And just go and say, "Oh, yeah, that fuck that experience."
She's also not only a Nepo baby, a Nepo grandbaby.
Wait, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, you don't know what a nepo baby is?
No, please enlighten me.
All right,
Matt could
nepo.
probably explain it better than me.
It's basically nepo is shortened for nepotism.
Oh,
Meaning
okay,
that
okay.
she's a child of someone famous.
No, I've never heard it that way before. But who is she related to that makes her that?
Well,
her mother is
Melanie
Griffith. Yeah.
Okay.
And her grandmother is Tippi Hedren.
From the Birds.
Okay. So yeah, she has a nepo baby. Feel like there was one other quick thing. Oh, so Warner Brothers is deleting Coyote versus Acme.
They haven't done it yet, but hopefully we can get some get a team together, get an Oceans team together, and we can crack open that vault, get the
throw David
movie out.
Zaslav in jail for all these tax write-offs.
I saw a funny thing where they were like, imagine that this movie has like a congressional hearing.
It looks like it might, honestly.
Yeah,
or like a hearing of some kind.
I believe what Warner Brothers is doing, it might technically be illegal. It might be tax dodging.
No, that's why I'm like, throw this motherfucker in jail. Like, you can't. I don't think you could shelve so many movies as tax write and get away with it.
No, you can't.
Because, like, he did it with Batgirl, and people were pissed about that.
I feel like he's done it with probably two other movies.
Exactly. Like, is he like that greedy or something? Like, I can't like comprehend the stupidity.
I know. I can't figure him out.
I don't know. He wants to be the big producer name that everyone knows, But I mean, he's now like the one people hate.
Right. And it's just so bizarre.
Who's the director that he idolizes? What's his name? Evans? He thinks he's the next was it Robert Evans?
Oh yeah.
What did he direct?
Well, he didn't direct, he was a producer.
For The Godfather, right?
Yeah, The Godfather.
Interesting. But yeah, fuck this guy. And I have now seen all 10 Best Picture nominees.
Hey, look at that.
Good job. Very good. I got to catch up to you guys.
Nice. How many have you seen?
I've seen 6.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, because last weekend I did have a double feature of American Fiction and Poor Things. 2 weird ones to put together, but that was a good day. And the last one I saw was The Zone of Interest, which was pretty damn good, to say the least.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like last time I kind of hyped it up, so I hope I didn't overhype it.
No, you hyped it perfectly.
Nice.
And I get why.
I mean, it is difficult to hype a movie that's basically about the Holocaust, but
And I get why people would be hesitant to see it, because it is like pretty heavy subject matter. So
Yeah, that's why with me, like I'm gonna wait to see it just because as some of you listeners know, my profession where I teach students history and I've taught this subject before about the Holocaust, so it's kind of hard for me to sometimes see movies about it, but I'll eventually see it. I like historical movies.
and there was one other thing. I felt like I lost my train of thought here, but
Well, you've
yeah,
seen American
no,
Fiction and Poor Things, right? That you saw those since the last episode.
yeah. And I think those were the only three that I had to see. Um, I did rent a few movies that weren't nominated for Oscars. Priscilla and Eileen.
Oh, that's already out?
Priscilla, yeah.
No, and Eileen. I didn't know Eileen was already out. I feel like that was just in theaters.
But yeah, Anne Hathaway's in that. That should be an interesting movie when that I get around to that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into my main topic. I'm going to Disney World.
Nice.
So to prepare for that, I've been watching some Disney
Alex, the
movies.
Super Bowl is over. Where are you gonna go now?
I'm going to Disney World.
Hey, nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
So over the last few weeks, I've been watching some Disney movies to kind of, get myself hyped up for this trip for a place that I haven't gone to in over 10 years. So I'll name some of them. A lot of these I haven't seen since I was a kid. About a year back I started watching Disney movies kind of off and on since I found out I would be going over the summer. So I started doing that with the cartoon Little Mermaid from 1989 back in July because the resort I'm going to be staying at is a Little Mermaid room.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
What hotel is it?
The Art of Animation.
Oh, nice. I'd love to go there next time if I ever get the chance to go.
So I watched that, and then I watched Up like about a month and a half later. But I've been watching them on and off, as I said. So Disney Plus has a section for movies called the Disney Park collection, and that kind of helped me pick some of these movies that I've been watching. X-Men isn't really part of Disney, but I watched those over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is part of Disney now, but it wasn't at the time those movies came out. And I watched the Haunted Mansion movies around Halloween, even the new one, which was all right.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Marvels came out back in November, I watched Captain Marvel again. I am just going back to see if there were any more that I watched from last year that I might have missed. Well, the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen, those aren't really big Disney attractions, but they are Disney movies. I watched a Muppets movie. It was the Christmas movie.
Oh, yep, there is a Muppet ride. The Great Muppet Movie Ride, or something
And
like
one
that.
movie I plan to watch this week is The Muppets from 2011.
Oh, great movie.
As well as I'm going to try to watch all 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies this week as well. Those movies, except the first one and the fifth one, I've seen the first and the fifth one. I have not seen the fourth one, and I haven't seen the second or third one they've came out, so it'll be fun to revisit those. But in terms of what I have been watching, I watched Monsters Inc. and Monsters University, 2 great Pixar movies. This is probably the most random Disney movie I watched. Bedtime Story starring Mr. Adam Sandler. And then after that, I had a Toy Story marathon, which I haven't watched Lightyear yet. I haven't rewatched it. But I also watched the Winnie the Pooh movie from 2011. Zach, I talked to you about these movies recently. I watched the movies with Amy Adams, Enchanted and Disenchanted.
Yes, you said Disenchanted was very mid, right?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But the first one, I hadn't seen that since I was however long that movie has been out. It's been a very long time since I've seen that. And I will say she's awfully chipper in those movies.
Chipper, I like that description.
Um,
That was the first movie I ever saw her in. Was Enchanted. That was the first movie.
It's funny. The first movie I ever saw her in was without my mom knowing, my Talladega Nights in theaters, and I didn't know that was her at the time.
Oh yeah, but she doesn't look like herself for the pretty much most of the movie.
Right. So this movie that I watched, it's a pretty big attraction at Disney. I don't remember what park it is based on videos I've seen, but there is a Ratatouille, or as Stephen A. Smith would say, Ratatouille.
That's a good ride,
ride.
Alex. Because I was at Disney World almost 2 years ago now, and that was a really good ride. You'll like that one.
Can you refresh my memory on what park it is in?
It is in Epcot.
Okay, because I thought it was Magic Kingdom. So
Yeah,
thank
so when you
for
go
that.
to Epcot, go on that ride first and go on the Frozen ride second, because those are the 2 newest rides. And then, well, then Guardians of the Galaxy is the newest one, so maybe you want to go to that one first. Although I don't know if they're doing the whole. When I was there, they were doing a whole thing with the queue where you had to like reserve a spot in the queue. I had to like wait like half the day for a spot. Like some of my family left the park, but my dad stayed with me, and I was able to go on the ride by myself as I waited like all day in the queue line.
Yeah, I've heard that's kind of hard to get into. Oh, there's 2 other ones that I forgot that I watched. The Frozen movies. Speaking of Frozen, I saw both those movies finally for the first time.
That's a good ride.
I wouldn't say the movies are overrated. They're good, but they're maybe I liked them, but it's just like it's not the best thing I've ever seen, if that makes sense.
Right.
And at the time this movie was made, Fox had not been a part of Disney, but this is an attraction. And I believe it's Animal Kingdom, so I watched both Avatar movies.
Yes, that is an Animal Kingdom, absolutely.
And this is a movie I hadn't seen before, and I had heard it was good because it was one of my sister's favorite movies when she was growing up. Tangled. That movie was something.
Yeah, there's like a little in Magic Kingdom. There's like a little bit of a land for Tangled. I don't think there's a ride though, but there's like you could see like the tower. I think it's near the Peter Pan ride, and it's a Small World ride.
Oh, one thing that I did see actually, I did finally see the live action Little Mermaid from last year as well.
Yep, there is a Little Mermaid ride at Magic Kingdom. That wait for that ride's not too bad.
And I know this princess is a big attraction. I don't know if she still is, But the version I watched was actually the live action version directed by Kenneth Branagh, and that's Cinderella.
Yep, Cinderella's
Um,
Castle in Magic Kingdom.
So Kate Blanchett is the stepmother in this movie, and she was pretty good actually.
Yeah, she was.
Speaking of Cinderella, I saw Into the Woods. Anna Kendrick is Cinderella, so I might have to get my eyes on that movie.
Yes, there's no rides, but yeah, it's a lot of the Disney, characters that Disney adapted into movies.
And you know how I am about Anna Kendrick, so I will be watching that. Probably not before I go, but maybe when I come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, have like a Disney post watching.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm not watching so many now, because I'll probably want to watch some when I come. Oh, and then the most recent ones I saw were Finding Nemo and Dory. That was over the weekend.
I
And I
think there
haven't watched
might be
any
a
Disney
ride.
movies.
There used to be a ride at Disney of Finding Nemo. It might
I
be
think
at
there,
Epcot.
I think there still is.
Yeah, it might be at Epcot, I think. I don't think I went on it the last time. We didn't have time.
But yeah, as I said, I plan to watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movies this week, as well as forget what I said. But Pirates of the Caribbean, there's a ride there, and I haven't seen those movies in a while, like I said.
That was the last ride Walt Disney was involved with. Fun fact. Before he died.
Oh, it was one of those things where it was a ride before it was a movie. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
that
it
might
was.
be. Was that the first ride turned movie?
Yeah, because I think the Haunted Mansion came out after that. So yes.
Well, anyway, Alex, I hope you have fun.
Yes.
The last time I went to Disney, that was
Oh yeah.
that had to be 2013.
Yeah, that was the last time I went too, actually.
I was part of my school's chapter of Business Professionals of America. And it was nationals, and I had won at states for a video competition.
Nice, Matt. That's awesome.
So we were competing with all the other chapters in the country, and we got to go to Disney that year. I joined because last year I missed out on all my friends in class going to Chicago. So that year I went, and then I was there in another state by myself. I flew on a plane for the first time, so that was fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
I got to be at Disney. I got to wake up and go down to the lobby of the hotel, and I was like, I got cereal. I'm gonna buy some milk from them at the in the lobby, and then I ate there. We were able to go to Disney, of course, because it's like right there. I forget which hotel I went to. It was the one with the big fish.
Oh yes, that one is called. I saw that one on when I took the bus from my hotel. That let me just look that real quick. I know that hotel. It's
I was gonna say
there's one called there's one called the Swan, and then there's like a swan in front of it, and then the other one's a fish. Oh yeah, it's the Walt Disney World Swan Hotel.
I was gonna say that my mom's the perfect person to ask about all this stuff because she does a lot of research before we go on vacations.
It's easy walking distance from Epcot.
Yeah. I remember
there's the swan and the dolphin.
So I had a lot of fun there. We played some games in the park, obviously. We didn't win. Sad. There were quite a few cute girls there.
Oh, I know. I'm sure I'm gonna have that problem. Psych.
Well, they were there for the Business Professionals of America thing. So
right.
There was that, and I almost got reprimanded because I went to the Rainforest Cafe to meet my aunt all by myself when I shouldn't have.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, I love the Rainforest Cafe.
It must have been like, don't do that.
But I didn't get in trouble. So
Oh, yeah,
they
'cause
find
you did
out?
say almost, so.
Oh, they almost got in trouble.
I almost got in trouble. I didn't. They were gonna reprimand me, but then they didn't.
Does your
Oh,
aunt
that's
live in
good.
Florida, Matt?
She does, yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's moved everywhere. Like, my gosh.
What was your
She's
highlight of that trip for you?
I don't know.
Yeah. I will share mine.
I don't know. Just going to the park and just generally, being there by myself with my friends, being an adult, kind of like not having to like be attached to my mother's umbilical cord. Having that like kind of moment for the first time is kind of like freeing a little bit. I mean, I love you, Mom. I have to say that today's actually her birthday. So
Happy
shout out,
birthday.
happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday to your mom.
happy birthday, Matt's mom. Everyone,
Yes.
join in. Happy birthday.
Also, my birthday's 12 days after hers. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be in Disney
Happy early birthday to Zack, by the way.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, I will
Probably
be.
by the time this comes out, it'll be your birthday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it uploaded this week.
Or at least close to your birthday.
It'll be cool because I'll be turning 27. So my birthday's February 24th in the year 2024.
There we go.
So kind of cool.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting away from Massachusetts for 10 days.
There we go.
I haven't left the state in almost 10 years. I mean, over 10 years. So there's that.
I'm sure you won't miss the weather. I know
yeah,
that's one
definitely
thing you
not.
complain about.
Yeah, no, because I'm like, this snowstorm that we're going to get, like, that seriously couldn't wait in a week. Watch
Yeah,
it
I
be
guess,
like,
yeah.
watch it just be like dusting or some shit like that.
I don't know. Looks like it's gonna be pretty bad.
I don't know, like, the models keep changing, so I guess we'll
know.
have to see.
I guess, Alex, what I would say to you, not to change subject, about for Disney. So one of my highlights when I went the last time 2 years ago. It's funny. I went in 2014, so I missed you guys by a year. And then I went again. Yeah, almost 10 years after that. 2 years ago, I would say the highlight for me was the Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars attractions at Hollywood Studios. Those are really good. I definitely recommend you go to those first, Alex.
That's actually the first park I'm going to. So,
Yeah, I think that was the first park I went to too. That's funny. The last time I went.
there was a time where I went when I was a kid, and I got lost in the park, so that was fun.
Oh, jeez. How long did it take people to find you?
I don't remember, to be honest with you, but you know how kids just wander off, not really thinking.
And then adults have heart attacks.
When you're in a park with thousands of people.
My baby, my baby. They say exactly that. My
baby. Yep. Which is why you guys will not see an episode for about 3 weeks after this one.
Very sad.
It's kind of a slow time of year. We're waiting for the Oscars to happen.
Yep, that's true.
It's not spring yet. We'll probably do a spring movie preview probably at some point.
That's some stuff to look forward to. Definitely.
We might talk about the Godzilla-thon.
Yes. Matt and I could talk about the Godzilla-thon because we'll be wrapped up with that.
Oh, when are you guys doing? When are you guys finishing that?
Soon.
Yeah, we're working out the details.
Next week.
Yes.
I should have it off. I put it off.
All right, sounds good.
Day, so I shouldn't have work. Forgive me for my phone notification. It was an email. I got a new phone.
Nice.
And because the old one, the screen was fucking up. And no matter how hard I tried to press the button to actually bring up the screen, it wouldn't.
Right.
And it would randomly occasionally work. And then one day I just kept trying to press it to no avail. I probably was at it for like a good 5 minutes trying to get the damn phone open just to actually show the screen. And then I threw it across the room. And on the occasion when it did actually open, the screen was fucked beyond imagine. Like unusable.
That sounds pretty bad.
I didn't tell my mom. She said dropped it, but she knows what that means. But I wanted to get a new phone because of the aforementioned screen not turning on thing that is very important for a smartphone. So I got a new phone, and I'm trying to log in to all the various accounts so that I can actually, use the phone for various smartphone activities. Be able to download my whole contacts stuff and keep my information through my phone. The goddamn 2-factor notification. I was so fucking pissed. I think I hurt my hand because I had punched the roof of my car because it was sore afterwards. Although I might have been dehydrated because I was very weak that weekend and a weak weekend, so to speak. So, but I think it was just because I have been consisting off of a diet of keto stuff, pretzels, Coke Zero, and coffee. And I had been neglecting water, unfortunately. So I have been drinking more water. I've got some spring water from a local spring that packages it myself. So this is a weird off-brand segment. This is like Matt goes off on a tangent about weird random things because the therapist's appointment is not today.
I think that's a good place to stop.
Yes.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you either enjoy the Super Bowl, folks, or if you didn't, then I don't know. I
can't really sway there.
I hope you at least enjoyed this episode and the first scripted content that I have made. That took me about 2.5 hours to write.
That was impressive.
But it was fun. It was fun. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We'll catch up with you when Alex comes back. Have a good trip, Alex.
Bye, everyone.
Safe travels. Kisses.